What's up? Welcome to the What's Been Going On of this week. Finally, I'm back home. Not for much. I'll leave tomorrow, but it feels great to be back, dude. I missed my apartment too freaking much, and yeah. Also, this week was from the 6th to the 12th of December. No, January. Damn, second week of the year, and started off not that good, with not that very good news. I was in Costa Rica, and I gave a call to a guy that was like literally that was doing the exact same program I am doing, and that went into the master that I want to do. And I call him, and I'm chilling. He's like, "Yeah, you should apply. You should come. It's amazing." And all of a sudden, he just tells me, "Yeah, I just have a 250 in this exam." I'm like, "What exam are you talking about? What do you mean exam?" So, "Yeah, you need to do an exam in order to apply here." I was like, "What? An exam? No, that's for the like private schools." It's like, "No, for this school, you need to do an exam too." And I was like, "No!" And then I had to look for it. I did my best to look for it. There's a big problem there. I'll not be in France by that time. I'll be in Sweden. So I it was a big mess. I had, it changed the next month has been changed due to that exam. The full next month of my life will be 100% change just for that exam. But I see the dates, I see the things. It's quite difficult. We'll need many hours of preparation, but at least I see the dates. So I take a sneak peek into it, and turns out I will have to do it in Estonia. Yep, you're hearing that right, in Estonia. I've never been to that. So they have multiple ways you can do that exam. Most of them are in France, of course, because it's a French exam. But there's a day, the 11th of February, that you can do it abroad. So since I'll be in Sweden, I was like, oh, maybe they have it in Stockholm. They don't have it in Stockholm. Like, well, maybe I can do it in Finland. I check, and I can do it in Finland, theoretically. It turns out it's full, so I will not be able to do it in Finland. So the closest one was Estonia. Like, dude, I'll have to miss classes. I'll miss a week just because I have to go to Estonia to do an exam. Have to take a train, a plane, another train, get to Estonia, get an Airbnb, stay there for days, then go back by plane, then by train. Dude, I literally cannot catch a break. I came here to France on Friday night. On Tuesday, I'm leaving to Sweden. And less than a month after coming to France, I'll have to do an exam. To Estonia. Estonia. That's an exotic place. Estonia? I don't know anything about Estonia. Well, it's not exotic. Well, I don't know. Maybe for me it is. It's not a common place. You don't usually hear about people going to Estonia. I think it's going to be lovely, and I'm actually excited for the trip. But dude, why cannot be in Sweden? Why do they don't have classes in Stockholm? But why? But yeah, that exam is going to be quite difficult. Is this exam? Message. They ask very weird stuff. They ask like, what's the elected president of Nigeria in 2018? How would I know that? They ask the meaning of very, very, very weird French words that I have no clue what they are, so I need to study many of that. And yeah, it will take a full month of my life, that exam. I hope to do it quite well, but it's going to be difficult. And yeah, that was the way of starting the week off. Nice surprise. Then I stayed in Costa Rica from Monday until Thursday. So those 4 days that I was in Costa Rica were amazing. I took my dog for walks, you know, I ate lunch with my parents, good food, you know, nice bed, big and spacious bed, a nice office, great food. It was just very good. Nice weather though, it was like 28, 29 Celsius right now. Today it was -3 here where I am. Oh my god. Yeah, it was definitely a switch. So yeah, I stayed those last days there. I said goodbye to some friends, so we went to, you know, play a bit of pool, play a bit of ping pong, a bit of basketball. I watched some NBA games. One of the biggest things that I miss about living in Costa Rica is the time difference with the NBA games. Because the NBA games here, it's like at 2 or 3 a.m., so I cannot see them. But in Costa Rica, they're perfect timing. It's like at 6, 7 p.m. You can watch them with the dinner. You know, you get back home from school, you're a bit tired, you just want to lay down, see a bit of TV, you can just watch the NBA games. I really miss that, and I got to see, you know, ESPN. I got to see a very good match, OKC versus Cavs, two best teams in the NBA, in ESPN. It was great. And yeah, I did all of that stuff. Then on Thursday, I got back. Well, not really got back. I got into the plane because first there's an 8-hour difference. Then the plane was 11 hours. So there's an 8-hour difference between France and Costa Rica. Then there's 11 hours that it takes from the plane to land to Paris. And then I did a layover of 8 hours until I finally came back to my apartment. And another nice surprise, I get back home, I turn off the lights, I turned off the electricity before coming here because I was not going to be here for three weeks, so I didn't want any, unused electricity to be billed. And I get in, I turned it on, I click the light, doesn't work. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Then I do it again, then doesn't work, and I'm like, oh, frick. Well, I didn't have electricity for that first night, and then it's a Friday night after more than 20 hours since I left my house in Costa Rica until I got there. I didn't really sleep that well on the plane, and the two planes, I slept more, illogically, in the plane from Montpellier, like from Paris to here, than from Costa Rica to here. I don't know why. Maybe it's the positioning of the plane. In the other one, I was in the middle, very not comfortable. In the one from Paris to Montpellier, I was in the window, so I could just, it was an easy sleep position. And I slept in that plane. It was, the time difference is a bit screwed up, jet lag, all of this. And I get home and there's no electricity. I'm like, dude. So yeah, so I call, then because it's a Friday night, so of course they don't answer. I'm like, yeah, maybe I thought maybe since it was electricity, something very important, it's open 24/7. It is not. Then they told me to call on Saturday at 8 a.m. So it's Saturday at 8 a.m. Well, I didn't wake up at 8 a.m. I woke up at like 12, but on Saturday I called as soon as I woke up, and they say, yeah, oh, of course, it's an emergency, you should call this other number. So they couldn't do it. I call another number, it's a guy. Then I call him and say, yeah, I have no electricity, it's an emergency, I need it. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll fix it. And I'm like, okay. And then I explained to him, like, hey, I went on a trip, I turned it off. And he says, oh, but it's not my fault. It's the fault of the homeowner. I'm like, what? Dude, I'm calling you, it's an emergency. I have no electricity, and you're telling me it's the fault of the homeowner? You're the electricity company. I'm paying you, not the homeowner, for electricity. It's like, yeah, but it's his fault. And then that guy didn't do anything. He didn't bring anyone. And then I called the guy, the homeowner. I'm like, dude, I know this is going to sound fucked up. It's a Saturday afternoon. You're probably with your family, but I have no electricity. They told me you have to fix it. And then he gives me the techniques, and turns out that it was one of the electricities in my house who's fucking up, like who's not letting me have all of the other ones. So I need to figure out which one it is. So I go and test one by one, and turns out it was hot water. So the heating for the water got destroyed. But thankfully I have electricity, I just don't have hot water. Which as well is a problem, because we're in winter, it's like -3 outside, I cannot take a cold shower. So I had to, so on Sunday I had to go to the house of one of my buddies. And that's the end of, okay, so we fixed the electricity, just not hot water. And on Sunday I went to the house of Silvan, one of my best buddies here. I said hello, I brought him a little Christmas present, even though it's the second week of the year, but still Christmas vibe. And and I took a shower at one of my friend's apartments. And yeah, we spoke about the exam. Turns out he knew like a year ago, but for some reason my teachers didn't tell me. And like, I don't know why the teachers didn't tell me, but yeah, that was this week, man. That was this week, and next week is going to be even crazier because I'm going to Sweden. My God, what a start of the year! What a very hectic start of the year. But we're here. I'm back in France. I'm happy, and I'm sad I'm leaving this apartment for 6 months. I love my apartment, dude. This is my home now. I have to say, I've been to the home I grew up in, and in this apartment where I lived for years now. I feel this is more my home than my actual home. I love this place, man. I missed it. It's great. And yeah, thank you a lot for watching the What's Been Going Up this week. See you next one. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you. Bye.